Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I have another Amazon finds video, but before we start on that, let me address the Camry project first, because I have a feeling people are gonna be like, what happened to the Camry? Did you stop with the project? So I haven't stopped. I will continue with it. I just kind of paused on it because pretty much done with removing all of the parts from the Camry. So now we're gonna go into like the big project, which is basically, you know, starting the paint job, which that pretty much involves sanding it down, which is like a big task in itself. And not only that, it's creating the environment, so basically like the paint booth. So again, another big task, and I haven't done this before. I haven't painted a car before. That in itself is a big job. So I am going to continue the Camry in a few videos, but from now on we're going to do a few other things, just, you know, keep it interesting. So anyways, back to my Amazon finds today. So this is the product that we're going to talk about. So this is a seat gap filler. I'm not sure if some of you are familiar with this or aren't. I wasn't familiar with this. I mean, I'm not surprised that this exists, but it's a pretty good idea. And I know that there's many times that I've been in the car that I'm like, I wish there was some gap in between the seat, just that little gap, just because so many times things tend to fall in that gap that it really annoys me. But anyways, this is it. This is how it looks. I'm pretty sure you can get it in like other colors or other finishes. I just got like the most basic one, so you can put a drink and other things here, but I'll go ahead and show you how it works. Let's start off with the Shelby. I want to see if this will work on the Shelby or this will work on like a normal car. We'll try the Raptor after, but first let's start with the Shelby and see if it works. So one thing I did forget to mention is in that pack, it does come with two of them, because one is for the driver's side, one is for the passenger side. However, me looking at this, not even having it tried out, I honestly don't think that this would work on the driver's side, because if we just slide it on here, it's a pretty tight fit. Who would ever put their drink here, especially when you have like a manual car? I just feel like this would get too much in the way. So I don't think that it would work for the driver's side. I would never put it on the driver's side, because it's more uncomfortable than making it useful. I feel like if it probably didn't have a cup holder and it was just like this section that you can just leave it here, maybe it would work. But I definitely do think that for the passenger side, this would work. So again, it's just very simple. You just slide it in here and you just kind of like leave it flushed with your center console. I feel like this is pretty convenient, just because I know it does have for you to hold water bottles or drinks here. But I do know that in my Camaro, since that's the car that I drive the most, it's really annoying just driving, just having to shift and having anything here. It really annoys me because it bothers me and it's very uncomfortable. I haven't driven this car in a while, just to be honest, especially like with the drink here. I can't remember if it's annoying. I can only assume it's annoying because again, it's not an automatic. I'm constantly shifting. So I would assume it's the same thing. I'm guessing like if I just have one drink here and then I have another drink, then I can just put it here and then just leave this area blank. But let's say if you have like your cell phone and keys, then that's the problem. You don't have anywhere else to put it. So I do have a few things that we can try this out with, just like a normal water bottle. So that fits on there pretty fine. I don't know about like an extra large drink from a fast food place. It does have a little bit more room. I'm not too sure that would fit. That would probably be something you put here, or I don't know, just don't get an extra large drink, get a normal size drink. That fits fine. I also have my cell phone. So again, this is something that always falls here. This or my keys are the two things that always fall. So it does have a little area and it fits pretty snug. It does have like another bigger area, but I wouldn't put it here. I would probably put like my keys or just something bigger, because it fits pretty snug, so I feel like it'll just stay in place there. And I just have like random objects like pens and markers and a flashlight, and that fits pretty good here too. So just removing my cell phone, you can see that it's pretty snug. I feel like that was not going to fall over, just regular driving. I mean, if you're at the track, you wouldn't be using this. So, and this feels pretty sturdy on there. It doesn't feel like it's going to fall off. So it works in the Shelby. I would use it only for the passenger side, not the driver's side. That is kind of like doesn't make sense. So now that we tried it on the Shelby, let's try it on the Raptor to see if it's like, if it works or if it doesn't work, because I would assume I feel like the fitment of the seats, it's not going to be as tight, but I don't know. Let's just check it out. To be honest, if you have a truck, a Raptor, whatever truck, you're most likely not going to need this. So we're only going to do this for demonstration purposes, because if you have a truck, you have plenty of space, console space, you have like towards the back, you have on the side of the door, plenty of room. But let's just say you still wanted it. So I do have the driver's side. It isn't as much of a tight fit as in the Shelby, but I would put it more towards the back. Yeah, this would probably fit more towards the back. I don't know, again, if you want it on the driver's side. To me, it just doesn't make any sense, but if you do, it still works, they're fine. So I do have the passenger one. And again, you would have to move it a little bit more towards the rear side of the seat compared to the Shelby. And I mean, I guess it depends on how forward or backwards you have your seat, but it fits pretty fine too. It actually, the part of the cup rests on the seat, so that feels like even better, like it's not going to move anywhere, so it's just resting on the seat. So I have again, we can just test it out. Let's test it out. So we already know that this water bottle fits. I have my glasses, so that fits. Just trying to think of and I just have the other two pens. Again, you're not gonna need it in the Raptor. I would most likely not use it in the Raptor. I would use it in like the Shelby, or like another coupe would probably be the best one to use this at. This is like the most convenient, but it does work on the Raptor if you for some reason wanted to use it. But it does work. It's probably made more for like a car that doesn't have that much console space or that much space inside, so I would definitely use it in a car and most likely just on a coupe. Okay, so that's it for the seat gap. Wow. Okay, so that's it for the seat gap filler. I mean, it's a pretty good product. I wouldn't say it's something that you need, it definitely isn't, but it's something that if you wanted and you have like those issues with your keys or your cell phone falling out, and then for some reason you just don't have that much space in your car and you want something like in the middle there to just fill in that gap, this would work fine. And again, with the passenger side, I'd say that's the only one that I would use, and especially if you have a car that doesn't have that much area for like storage, then this would work perfectly. So if you're interested, I will have a link to this in my description down below. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.